Every outdoor faucet on this farm has been repaired. Not one has ever been replaced. The one on the east wall of our dairy barn, my father put it in when I was a boy. When it started dripping last spring, I sent my youngest out to fix it before breakfast. The part he needed cost 50 cents. The job took less than 15 minutes. I have never called a plumber to fix an outdoor faucet. I have never replaced a faucet that was only dripping. I have never spent more than $3 on this repair in my life. My name is Elbert Yoder. I am Amish. I farm in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Every faucet on this farm, every barn, every outbuilding, maintained by the family that uses it, the same way it has always been done. I am going to show you exactly what is failing inside that faucet, how to pull it out, how to replace it, and one thing to do every autumn that will keep you from ever needing an emergency plumber call in February. Quick note before we begin, this repair is for the rotating handle compression faucet, the most common outdoor hose bib in America, especially on homes built before 2000. If your faucet has a single lever that lifts up or pushes down rather than a handle you turn multiple times, the mechanism is different, and I will cover that separately. For the rotating handle type, which is most of you, this is exactly your fix. Here is what a plumber charges for this call. Service call fee to show up at your house, $75 to $150. That is before they touch anything. Labor for a hose bib repair once they arrive, $100 to $200 per hour. If they replace the faucet rather than repair it, add the part, $25 to $80, plus their markup. A simple dripping outdoor faucet, the most common outdoor plumbing problem on any home, can cost $200 to $400 by the time a plumber leaves your driveway. And here is the cost that runs silently every month: the water. A faucet that drips once per second wastes 3,000 gallons of water per year. Whether your water comes from a well like ours or from the city main, that is money leaving your home every month while you wait to call someone. The repair costs 50 cents to $3. The call costs $200 to $400. That is the whole equation, and it only points one direction. On an Amish farm, we maintain everything ourselves: every building, every fence, every pipe, every faucet. We do not call a plumber. We do not replace a part that can be repaired. Those are not instincts our upbringing allows, and so from the time I was old enough to hold a wrench, I was shown how things work and how to fix them when they stop. My grandfather fixed every faucet on this farm. He showed my father. My father showed me. I am showing my sons. The repair has not changed because the faucet has not changed. Compression faucets have worked the same way for over 100 years. I want to be honest about one thing before we start. The step that most people find unfamiliar is going into the basement to shut off the water supply valve. That is not difficult. I will walk you through it, but if you have never done it before, it is the moment that can make this repair feel more complicated than it is. Once that valve is off, everything else takes 15 minutes and feels exactly as simple as it looks. Let me show you exactly what that means. The Amish outdoor faucet repair has 4 steps. First, shut off the water supply to the faucet. Second, remove the handle and stem assembly from the faucet body. Third, replace the rubber washer on the bottom of the stem. Fourth, reassemble, restore water, test. That is the complete repair. Tools needed: flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, adjustable wrench. Needle nose pliers if you want them, optional. Parts needed: 1 replacement stem washer, 1 washer screw, Hardware stores sell these in assorted packs for under $3. Bring the old washer with you and you can match it exactly. Total cost, $1 to $3. Total time, 10 to 20 minutes. Plumbing knowledge required, none. Let me show you something. This is what is inside your faucet right now. This is the stem assembly, the piece that runs from the handle down into the faucet body. And this disc at the bottom, this small rubber washer, is what is causing the drip. Here is what happens to it. A compression faucet works on one principle. When you turn the handle to the off position, this washer presses down against a small brass ring inside the faucet called the seat. That contact, washer against seat, is the seal. It is what stops the water. Every time you close the faucet, this washer compresses. Every time it sits under line pressure, the rubber is being stressed. Over years of use, it hardens. It cracks. It loses its shape. When it can no longer press flat against the seat, water finds a path through, and that path is what you hear dripping. Replace this washer with a new one, and the new rubber presses cleanly against the seat. The seal is complete. The drip stops. 5 parts. 1 rubber disc. 1 failure mode. Understanding it means you will fix this yourself every single time for the rest of your life. Here is exactly how we do it. Step 1. Shut off the water. Find the shut-off valve that controls water to the outdoor faucet. On most homes, this is in the basement or crawl space directly behind the faucet on the interior wall. It may be a small gate valve, the kind you turn clockwise multiple times to close, or a quarter-turn ball valve. Turn it fully off, then go outside and turn the outdoor faucet handle to the open position. This releases any pressure remaining in the line between the valve and the faucet. Let it drain until only a trickle or nothing comes out. Then turn the outdoor handle back to the closed position. If you cannot find the specific shutoff for the exterior faucet, shut off the main water supply to the house. The repair takes 15 minutes. You will not be without water long. Do not skip this step. Do not attempt to disassemble a faucet under water pressure. I have never made that mistake, but I watched a neighbor make it once. It is memorable. Step 2. Remove the handle. Look at the top of the outdoor faucet handle. Most handles have a decorative cap, a small plastic or metal disc, covering a screw that holds the handle to the stem. Pry the cap off with a flathead screwdriver. Some handles have no cap and the screw is simply visible on top. Remove the screw, usually Phillips, sometimes flathead. Set it somewhere you will not lose it. Pull the handle straight off the stem. It should come free with light pressure. If it is stuck, which happens on old faucets that have not been touched in years, work it gently side to side while pulling. Do not force it hard enough to crack the faucet body. A handle puller tool at stores, about $5, removes even the most stubborn handles without force. Step 3. Remove the packing nut and stem. Under the handle, you will see a hexagonal packing nut, a 6-sided metal collar threaded onto the faucet body. This is what holds the stem assembly in place. Place your adjustable wrench on the packing nut and turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. It may be tight on older faucets. Apply steady pressure. Do not jerk the wrench. The faucet body is mounted to a pipe inside the wall, and you do not want to stress that connection. Once loose, continue unscrewing by hand until the nut comes off. Then pull the entire stem assembly straight out of the faucet body. It comes out as one piece. Hold it and look at the bottom end. There is the rubber washer seated in a small cup-shaped recess held in place by a brass screw. That is the part that is failing. You are looking at it right now. Step 4. Replace the stem washer. Use a Phillips screwdriver to remove the brass washer screw at the bottom of the stem. Set it aside, reuse it if in good condition, replace it if stripped or corroded. Remove the old washer. Compare it to the replacement washers in your hardware store assortment. Match the diameter as closely as you can. Thickness matters less than diameter. You need the washer to seat fully in the recess and make complete contact with the seat inside the faucet body. Place the new washer in the recess. Thread the screw back in by hand first, then tighten with the screwdriver. Firm, not so tight that you crack the rubber, but snug enough that the washer does not rotate freely. While the stem is out, look at the brass seat visible inside the faucet body. On old faucets, this seat can become scored or roughened. If you see significant grooves or corrosion, a seat wrench, $4 at any hardware store, removes and replaces it. For most faucets that simply started dripping gradually, the seat is fine and the washer alone solves the problem. Step 5. Check the packing. While you have the stem out, inspect the packing, the material that prevents water from leaking around the stem shaft when the faucet is open. On older faucets, this is graphite impregnated string wound around the stem. On newer faucets, it is an O-ring. If the packing looks dry, cracked, or shows mineral deposits, replace it. Packing cord costs $2 at any hardware store. Wrap 3 to 4 turns around the stem at the packing point. O-rings come in the same assortment packs as stem washers. This step is optional if you are only fixing a spout drip. Do it if you also see seepage around the handle area when the faucet is open. Step 6. Reassemble and test. Slide the stem back into the faucet body. Thread the packing nut on by hand, then tighten with the wrench, snug, not excessive. You are threading metal onto brass. It does not need the force of a lug nut. Replace the handle. Thread the screw back in. Replace the cap if there was one. Go inside and slowly open the shut-off valve. Gradually, listen for hissing or spraying. There should be neither. Go outside and check the faucet. Handle in the closed position, the spout should be completely dry. Turn the faucet on, run water for 30 seconds, turn it off. Check the spout. Check around the handle and packing nut. Dry on all points. That is the repair. That is all it was. Here is what to expect. A faucet that drips slowly, once every few seconds, is almost always the washer. This repair stops it completely in one attempt. A faucet that drips faster, or that leaks around the handle area rather than from the spout, may also need the packing replaced. Step 5 covers that. 5 extra minutes and $2. A faucet that still leaks after the washer and packing have been replaced has a damaged seat. The seat wrench repair adds 10 minutes and $4. 9 times out of 10, across every faucet on this farm, it is the washer. Start there. You will have the answer in one repair attempt. The faucet my father put on the east wall of our dairy barn is still there. It has never been replaced. A new frost-proof silcock costs $25 to $60. A replacement washer costs 50 cents. The Amish answer to those two numbers has always been the same. 3 generations ago, every homeowner knew how a compression faucet worked. They knew because there was no other option. If it dripped, you fixed it. The part was at the hardware store. If you did not know, the man at the counter explained it. That knowledge did not disappear because faucets changed. Faucets have not changed in any meaningful way in 100 years. The knowledge disappeared because calling someone became easier than learning, and easy became normal, and normal became assumed. It is a rubber disc and a brass screw. That is all it has ever been. The Amish have always known how to fix a faucet. Not because we are particularly skilled, because calling someone was never the option in front of us, and so we learned what was. Before I go, this tip is worth more than the repair itself. In Lancaster County, where our winters are hard, outdoor faucets are frost-proof sillcocks. The stem and washer sit 8 to 12 inches inside the wall, away from the frozen exterior. When you close the faucet, the seal happens deep inside, where the pipe stays above freezing. They only work correctly when nothing is attached to the outside. A garden hose left connected through winter traps water at the exterior end. That water freezes. It expands. It splits the faucet body or the pipe behind it. Every autumn, disconnect your garden hoses from all outdoor faucets before the first hard frost. Turn the outdoor handle open for a minute to drain any remaining water from the exterior, then close it. We do this on every faucet on this farm, every year. Everyone has survived every Pennsylvania winter. The neighbors who skip it end up with a burst pipe in February and a bill that starts at $300. Disconnect the hose in the fall. It is the cheapest plumbing maintenance you will ever do. If your faucet is dripping right now, you have everything you need to fix it. A screwdriver, a wrench, a $3 pack of replacement washers. 15 minutes. Tell me in the comments what yours turned out to be. The washer, the packing, or a scored seat. I want to hear from the people who tried this and what they found inside. Every faucet is a little different, and every one has something to teach. If you have a question about your specific faucet, a brand, a type, a situation that does not look like what I showed, ask in the comments and I will answer you directly. The rubber washer is 50 cents. The repair is 15 minutes. The plumber is $200. You already know which one the Amish choose. I am Elbert Yoder. God bless your home.